weapon systems there faster. Wouldn't that be great?
Gentleman's time has expired. I now recognize Representative Pfluger from Texas for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and echo the comments from my colleagues about your leadership and the fairness in which you've orchestrated pretty much our hearings throughout this time. Let me just start by saying my good friend from Kentucky, Mr. Barr, makes a great point. It is time to put Midland over Moscow, by the way. We've been saying that for several years. You know, the quote that I heard that really bothers me the most is, "Not at this time, not right now." Well, I couldn't think of something more disrespectful to my 750,000 constituents, hardworking men and women. That's $121 per person in this country if we just go with the 40 billion. For a family of four, that's $484. That's a check that we've just written. As someone who actually served in combat along with these others that have mentioned it, you know, I'd like to know the effectiveness of something that I supported. We're not asking the Ukrainian government to do anything that's going to hamper this effort, nothing to slow them down. We're asking the U.S. government to show us the receipts. We're asking the United States government to tell us where the money went. And with all due respect, the gentlelady from Georgia, Ms. Green, has every right to know where $90 million, her district share, went. And it's a good question. And we need to figure that out. And so for us in this committee to say that other people don't have a say, don't have a right to ask, not at this time, not right now, that is extremely disrespectful. All 435 of us have the right to raise our hand on any given day without persecution. And I've heard it in this committee time and time again that we should respect each other. This is disrespectful to the gentlelady from Georgia. Regardless of where she stands on this issue, how she voted, she has the right to know where $90 million, her district share, 750,000 people, of the 40 billion that was voted on. And I'd associate myself with the comments of everyone else on this side of the aisle who has said that we want to know how the money is being used, what weapon systems are needed, and how we can continue to see successful gains for the Ukrainian people. I would challenge, and yes, I will yield in just a second. I would challenge anyone on this committee who has talked to the warfighters, the Ukrainian warfighters who have come to my office and have asked for specific things. I represent my district like everyone else on this committee, and my district wants to know now, at this time, where the money has gone, and I'd gladly yield to you.
I thank my friend. I hope my friends on the other side of the aisle can understand why we might be a little skeptical on this side of the aisle, given the author of this resolution who said on November 4th, if the Republicans win the majority in the election, quote, not another penny will go to Ukraine, unquote. That would suggest that the sincerity behind this resolution isn't there, that what really is the agenda here is to cut off all aid to Ukraine. And that's why this member believes this is the wrong time to do that, because that's the message it sends. I thank my friend for yielding.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think that most of us would probably have to say that because she was kicked off her committees and doesn't have a chance to actually ask these questions, which is a whole other issue, that we shouldn't judge the sincerity level based on what I have just read and reread for 2 or 3 times is a very simple question. And with that, I yield back.
Mr. Pfluger, let me just say to all the members that, I'm just puzzled, members at any time can view in our classified spaces packets upon packets of documents with details upon details of weapons, arms, ammunition provided by the United States. They have been provided on an ongoing basis by the dozens and for months, and have been and are still available to members for review at any time, and of course, how that money is being spent. Certain specifics are not public, but many details that members are discussing and asking questions about are all covered materials. already provided by the administration and have been and still are available for review. The gentle lady who is the author of this is not on this committee, but it's available to us on this committee.
Will the chairman yield?
Yes.
Then it should be very easy to compile this data and put it together exactly in the format being asked for.
You have it. It's there. Go get it.